Sequencing emotion in a delicate formation. Numerology's wisdom is a language of vibration. Welcome to the Numerology Hour. Host Kelly Brickle is a numerologist, psychic medium, and teacher. Her passions are learning about the soul and energy. Whether it's working with spirit, emotion, or vibrational numbers, precision and heart always enters the equation. Now, here is your host of the Numerology Hour, Kelly Brickle.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Numerology Hour. I'm Kelly Brickle. I'm a numerologist, psychic medium, and teacher. I also dabble and have been doing healing work for over 11 years. So I am a lover of all things energetics and understanding how they can help people. And one of my greatest areas of constant learning and interest is numerology, being a numerologist for over 11 years too. Gotta love that 11 number. It's the master teacher number. So I'm happy to really give all that I have learned out, and it just inspires me to learn more. And that's really the topic of the day. I am a firm believer in whatever we are inspired by, whatever we are downloading or having things come to us. It's because it's in the universe. It's because it's being given outward, and just myself or maybe you or another numerologist or another psychic medium or whoever is able to pick it up, they go, wow, what a great idea. I'm able to understand this. Or all of a sudden, I know how things are connected. So I do believe that none of these ideas are really ours. We're just sharing energy. And some of us are able to pick up that energy much more than others because we have interests, because that's what we're supposed to do within our life, or it's because we catch a moment of spontaneity of a really awesome wave vibration. So, and I think that when we share, when we give out, it creates so much movement within our being, our energetic being in our body, that we can't help but be the conduit for receiving more and more. So it's really the more we share, the more we receive. And I have trust that it keeps upgrading my energy to keep me open and flowing. So I don't really have a problem sharing. I mean, we gotta be restored, sure, and we're all human and we can't just give out everything. But I'm really a firm believer of sharing for the most part than otherwise. And so I want to say hello to everybody coming on in. Hello, 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 Trinu. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, and you're saying I love 1111, always get it. And the other number sequencing 1122. I'm not even gonna say all the things, but I love them. And yeah, we can talk about those two specifically. Hello, Erica. With sequencing or master vibrations, just to let you know, you've probably heard angel numbers. Angel numbers are master vibrations. They are classified kind of as different things. They're in the same wheelhouse. So angel numbers have a different background and origin story. They actually weren't created by a numerologist, angel numbers, but they were created by a psychic medium to help inspire numbered knowledge. So that's why there are differences within master numbers and angel numbers, even though they come from the same kind of school of thought. And then when you get into number sequencing, as you can see with Jennifer, she has a mixture going on. So that 1122 actually isn't a master vibration, but it's a sequencing number because there's multiples. So, and the 2323, not a master vibration, sequencing. The 444, master vibration. 888, master vibration. And also the 1111 or the 1111. So I love how people in the house, like Jennifer, is like, yes, they kind of get like some of the energy going on. And that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about numbers. So if you have a question, if you want me to look into your chart, we're going to do readings in just a moment. So if you want readings, pop down that you're open to a reading, because towards the end, that's when everybody comes in, and I can't get to everybody towards the end. In the beginning, people are talking, we're generating the energy, and then away it goes. So if you want a reading, pop it down now. That helps ensure that I will get to you and see. Yep, exactly. Just do it now. Exactly. So what I want to talk about for 2 seconds within numerology, hello, Stacia, hello, is that we all have charts, and it's talked about with astrology charts, but we also have numerology charts. And the numerology chart is our forecast, and it's very, very helpful just as much to have a numerology chart as it is an astrology chart. With a good numerologist, you can go just as in depth. You're going to be covering the same areas or different areas, and it's going to give you a much richer understanding of your energy. Numerology and astrology and other energy systems, they go really hand in hand together. And not only would you understand yourself as a person, like I just had a reading yesterday with someone, and I described their personality, and they went, "Oh my goodness, I have just figured that about myself. I wish I kind of heard that description earlier. That might have saved me some time, but I do know this about myself now. But the way that you articulated it, it helps me understand why I'm doing the things that I do." And I hear that all the time. I hear that all the time when I'm doing a full read or a partial read on somebody, just one-on-one. They're like, that explains who I am. That sums it up. And it gives people peace, and it gives them understanding, and it gives them a feeling of like they're not just random. There's actually there's actually certainty in who they are, because within this world, we're always trying to be who we are. And we know some parts of ourselves, and we don't know some parts of ourselves. And sometimes we can feel lost, and other people don't always understand us. And we're supposed to understand ourselves the best, but that is an ongoing journey. So sometimes people are lovely enough to remind us parts of ourselves. And that could just be a kind friend, right? Or a loving relationship. And from an astrologist or numerologist or psychic or medium or healer, if they can do that too, beautiful and wonderful. But we are learning these parts of ourselves. And so we do need understanding, even if we, let's say, aren't in a reading or don't have a wonderful friend. We have a certain understanding of our energy when we can go back later on and kind of meditate from the findings, or meditate with our higher self and go, this is why I am the way that I am. And certain influences are because of family, sure, and experiences, but those are in the chart too. That's how crazy it is. Those are in the chart too. But when we look at just ourselves, we go, okay, let me lean into this, because this is kind of naturally how it goes. And let me have peace within this. Let me have an understanding, not because I've been told it, because it feels right and it resonates, and it does give evidence to what I normally do. So it's very, very peace promoting and positive and helpful to have a chart reading. So these are just little chart readings that I'm doing today. I have super amounts of fun with it. Sometimes we can get so much with just 3 numbers, or I usually read anywhere from 3 to 5 on the show. But like I said, there's 20s, 30s, hundreds of calculations you can do with someone. All right, let's get into some readings. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Maylin. Hello. So if you're open to a reading, so this is the numerology hour. So please, everybody, pop down your birth date. pop down your birthday and please write out your month, because you could be, somewhere over in the world, and that means I might be reading your birthday backwards. So please write out your month, and that makes me understand that I am connecting to your correct month and day when I look at your birthday. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Stacia. And then if you have a question along with it, let me know. I'm going to go to Stacia, and then I'm going to go to Maggie. But please, if you want your numbers read, please pop them down. And I'm going to go to May too. So I got some people in the house that I'm going to go to straight away. If you have a question, it's great, because when I look into your chart, I can see really perspectives of what's going on, and what your energy is prone to kind of do and think about. So great. I can do a general. I always love questions. It helps churn my mind. It's fun to do that psychically. Mediumistically, you receive, and psychic, you should too, but your mind can be a little agile when you're psychic. It's pretty fun. Okay, so let's go into it. Stacia, like I said, if you have a question, great, general. If not, let me go into your numbers. So attitude 7, personal day 9, and life path 9 as well. I'm just double checking the math on that. Yep. And then you're in a cycle of 6. You are in a cycle of 6. Okay. And then a month of, we're at the end of June, but you're in a month of 3. So I'm going to go to your cycle first. So your yearly cycle, Stacia, and let me know if you're still in the house. This lets me know. This year is all about like reconnecting to your identity through others. So perspective on family, perspective on friends, perspective of you feeling who's really supportive of you and helping you grow within your journey. This is a very important time to see what's relevant for you in cultivating what is the truth for how you want to live. Because when we live, it's not just, okay, it's me, I'm choosing this, and, go me, and I can do all my hopes and dreams, and it's only me. No, like we live in accordance to our family's energy and our friends' energy, and we really are part of something bigger than ourselves. Even if we're super isolated, we very much are. So this is a very important time where you say to yourself, how can I support others? Sure. But really, as I'm growing and I'm healing and I'm changing, how can people really support me? And do I really want them there? And some people are going to fall away. This is the number one year where people fall away, or we reassign how our friends work with us and how they help us and what we allow from them. And this is also the number one year where we take an emotional kind of capture of the body, and we go, what's really going on within me? And physically, what is it bringing up? And so I say this because what happens is things within the body kick up, and they're usually emotionally related. You will be much more aware of aches and pains. And when you can transmute those through emotions, actually, it's highly effective to make sure they don't stay in the body during this year. I hope that makes sense. But basically, what happens is it's all about how we're emotionally supported. And if we're not emotionally supported, what happens is the body goes, I don't really feel like I'm protected in life. I don't really feel like I'm, use that word again, supported in life. I don't really feel like I have my needs met in life. And so what happens is the body starts to change based on that. And so if you can, okay, it does make sense. If you can, again, reconfigure, you're going to notice that things feel better. You're going to notice you have more energy. You're going to notice that you have actually more understanding for how you want to go forward. This is a time to actually not necessarily bring new people in, but actually start to plan and manifest what continuing allowing people to come into your life would look like. So to manifest new friendships, again, not the year for the actual of them coming to you per se, but how you continue to go, this is who I need. I'm going to let the rest fall away. I'm going to let the rest fall away. I also feel like celebrations are in order. It's like a nod to celebration of life and coming together for birthdays. And you get to really add your heart and your light into the equation. And there's like this message of too as well. It's like you don't have to, when you share your heart, you don't have to go all out. It's great to go all out, but the vein I say that in is, and I feel like, again, I'm at a birthday party or a celebration, I don't have to stay there all night. People will know my love just for me showing up and how I've given like my time, my energy, and even my money to things, because I feel like you are a generous person and you want people to know your love. And it's like, you don't have to expend all your time, your energy, and your love for people to feel that. People already feel that. So again, a lot of celebrations going on. Make sure that you are protecting your energy and honoring yourself as you give love. And reassess things. So that's the number one thing that comes up. That all came up for kind of the dynamics of the year. All right, so then I'm going to go to, there's a question. I take questions in between, but let's see. This is very cheeky, but because I feel lost, I would like to ask what my numbers show and what would be the ultimate best career for me where I can achieve the highest level of success and satisfaction. Great question. Let me look at your chart. I'm going to go to Maggie, and then I'm going to go to May, because I said I'd go to them, but then I'll go to you, Trinu. So please stay in the house. But numerology is great for assessing that question. Absolutely. I love it. So let me go to Maggie. And all right, so we got 9, 19, 19, 61. So attitude 1. And personal day 1. And a life path 3. Is that right? This is where my brain loves math. Life path 9. Life path 9. So attitude 1, personal day 1, life path 9, Maggie. And then Maggie, if you're in the house, let me know. If you're in the house, let me know. I'm going to get into starting it. Your question would be love life. Okay, I love it. So you are in a cycle of 9 right now. Oh, that's good. That's good. And you're in a month of the 6th. So Maggie, okay, excellent. This is actually really good because this is a year of healing for you and preparing yourself to come into a new. So this year, I would say, is how you redefine yourself to create the ultimate space and strength for saying, yeah, I'm ready. Because we're ready to different degrees when we are opening ourselves up into a partnership. But we have to kind of reconfigure the house. We have to even like acknowledge within our routine, yeah, like I'm ready for this. Because it feels good in some ways to acknowledge the personal power of our individuality. So there has to be the making space. And I really feel like that's in transit and process. And it's amping up to be the right time because you know you want it, but it's actually still clearing if you can understand that a little bit. When a 9-year happens, we start to actually shed and redefine at such a quick rate that sometimes we can't manifest everything that same year, because we go, wow, like, and this is happening and that is happening. So I guess I'm ready. I guess I'm ready. But there's things that bounce around. You go, wow, I am ready, but I'm still clearing. I'm still clearing. So I just want to acknowledge that. Yeah, absolutely. Um, there's a there's a real power within this year for you, because again, I'm going to use the word redefining. You're redefining who you are and what you want. And so this is very important, because to be so grounded in saying, yeah, I'm ready for a relationship, you have to acknowledge all the changes that are actually happening. So let yourself redefine, let yourself clear. So then, like, as the wheel is turning, it can stop and go, okay, and now here we go, because we have landed where we needed to land. So I'm seeing kind of like this, it's like the Wheel of Fortune, the game Wheel of Fortune, and the wheel is spinning right now. You know what you want. You're like, let me go for the cash money prize. Let me go for the best. Like, I'm manifesting. I'm seeing a man. Like, I can feel it. I know it. I know what I'm after. I know why I'm spinning the wheel. But the wheel is still spinning. Okay. So, but I love the motivation. With your life path and your cycle, it's a very, you're saying, okay, $1 million prize. I love it. With your cycle, this is very auspicious too. Anytime our cycle year matches our life path number, which is happening for you this year, it's almost like coming into your own skin on an even more powerful level. It's about knowing exactly what you want. It's about even finding your way with what you want to continue to do with your life as a hobby, or a vocation past just what you're getting paid for, or you might actually redefine what you're already getting paid for. So there's a lot of tweaking going on for how you're raising yourself up to be exactly what you want to be. Okay, so I want to acknowledge this self a lot right now. And that actually will attract a very good partner for you, because your attitude is one. Your attitude is one, and your personal day is one. So not only do you give off one energy naturally, but when you are being yourself, you're very much of making sure that your opinions are heard, that you are allowed to be your unique self, that you're allowed to have your personal freedom, that you're allowed to be a little stubborn, that you're allowed to not necessarily always need to share a life in all the traditional ways. And as you rise up into your personal power, as you are doing right now, more and more and more, with more strength throughout the rest of the year and into next, you're really going to attract a partner that's going to go, wow, like, your sense of self and your strength and what you're doing, like, that's incredibly sexy. And so that is going to amplify the right partner for you, that would honor that independence and that fire that is continuing to rise right now. Okay. And you said, I think I wasn't being specific enough on the manifestation. There's a lot configurating, okay? That's why. There's why. And I feel like if you want, you can, because I feel like you're ready to date. Maybe you already are dating, and you can meet people, but it's gonna, like, teach you lessons more than, wow, I'm linking up. I'm linking up. So definitely put yourself out there if it's feeling good to. I feel like only good lessons come forth, and if something doesn't fit, you just move on. You said every freaking time. Well, it's not time yet, that's why. You're cracking me up. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. So another thing that I want to personify, so in numerology, it really highlights our frustrations sometimes. It goes, it highlights perfectly, why have I not been able to have this yet? And my goodness, if you are at the end of, like, your cycles, especially if you're at a year of 9, it lets you know The old you had to die off in order to get what you want. You're still shedding old energy. So people feel old energy off of you. Um, People are responding to the past. You're still responding to the past. And what's happening is the clearing, the clearing, the clearing. Next year is very, very good for manifesting. It always is. It always is for anyone. Anyone I talk to when they hit a cycle of one, which is next year for you, they feel refreshed, they feel motivated, they feel renewed. Now, you have to keep your energy tenacious and high and motivated to have that the whole year long, but you will always have these like um, these nudges in that department next year because energy really supports you to create your new self and you don't feel restricted and people like really vibe. They're just like, there's something different about you, or like, I feel like you're ready now. Someone could be eyeing you and just be like, I feel like it was a time to approach you. So you have all these funny things happen that will actually help you to get exactly what you're trying to get off the ground for next year. All right. Lots of not fits. Yeah. Well, cycle 9, baby. That's why. Cycle 9. It's going to be a lot of almosts. That's the name of the game. It's a lot of almosts because it's like, let me prime you before it happens. Let me get you ready before it happens. All right. So this is why some of this is happening. Next year is really good for you asserting what you want to because your attitude matches your life. Your cycle number. Your attitude matches your cycle number next year. So it's a great year for manifesting. On top of already you have the one's energy at your side. So I really like next year for you. And the following year after that is your love cycle. It goes into the depths of understanding your emotional self and how you want to share life with another. And you can have some really huge transformational journeys with love. It could be hard or it could be beautiful, but you have numbers that really, really support the love journey next year and this year. In 2 years, in 2 years. So next year and the following year after, great love numbers. This year, continue to date, but I would focus on you. I would focus on you and getting yourself in peak form. For saying, let's, like, it's an experiment. It's like, how am I attracting based on my energy right now? And you're going to see kind of, I feel some type of pattern of something that you are attracting or some type of pattern of how someone is not responding to your energy. And that's going to give you oh, that's what's still clearing. And again, the rules will be different this year and next year based on how people are responding to you, but start thinking like that. Okay. You said, oh, so have fun and do. Yes, exactly. Have fun and do you. And I will say that sometimes you have this mixture of having fun and not having fun for the 9, because the 9 is like, oh, sometimes we don't get what we want, even though it's very surprising what comes to us. And that's fun. The surprise of the 9 is fun. But what's not so fun is, oh, yeah, I don't get to have what I want quite yet. Or, yeah, I'm still in pending mode. Or, yeah, gosh, the year of 9 goes so fast that it's even hard to manifest sometimes. Oh, gosh. All right, more of the same. So it's a mixture of newness and more of the same with 9. But 1 next year is just newness. Okay. So you're saying totally nailed it on the same pattern. Thank you so much. Absolutely. It will teach you what you need to continue to let go and carry out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. So I'm going to give you love within that, Maggie. And keep doing you, girl. Keep doing you. And so I want to say hi, Debbie. Debbie, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. I just was with them a moment ago. They're all up in dragon energy. They're talking about like dragon totems and, this energy that protects you and is with you. It's very fascinating. Hello, Erica. Hello, Nina. Hello, Pat. I'm going to go to, I said I was going to go to, where is she? May next. Because I take people in the beginning, y'all, and then I start seeing who else is up in the house. So, May, are you still with us? May, are you still with us? Hi, Tara. Hello. Hey, everybody. Okay, cool. All right. May, if you have a question, let me know. If not, I'm just going to do a general. You said business growth and spiritual growth. Got you. And then let me go find your numbers. Okay, cool. And this is, it's May 11th, correct? Let me know if that's right. May 11th. Okay, 1989, growth and business. Okay, thank you. All right, so your attitude 7, and your personal day is 2, and your life path is 7 as well. And your cycle is 6, and you are in a month of 3. Month of 3. All right, so this is actually a time where a lot of things are kind of redistributing. Okay, this is a time where a lot of things are in flux. So I'm looking at your cycle numbers. They're actually different from a lot of the influential numbers I see in your chart. Again, I don't have your whole chart here, so I'm looking at just a piece of the pie, but it's letting me know that this year is a little frustrating, if you can understand that. And it's letting me know that, like, this month and this year hasn't exactly gone to plan, if you can understand that. So it's like business growth and spiritual growth, like you're optimistic with how you will get there, but it's not quite going to plan. Okay, you can understand this. All right. And it's really because the numbers that you have going on are not really supporting what's in your chart. So that's how it lets me know that. The great thing is, I love this for a lot. This is this happens every 9 years, or 2 times in 9 years for people, but I'm seeing people come to the numerology hour and in other readings that come to me in person or online, and a lot of their numbers are matching what is going to hit for the synchronicity within their cycles for their life path. That's what I'm trying to say. And you have that coming up next year. So a lot of people I'm seeing are ready to go boom within their business. They're ready to go boom with what they've been looking to do. So these are really powerful times for a lot of people. So like I said, this happens only once every 9 years, and with your life path matching your cycle number, and this is going to happen for you next year. Okay, and that's really good. So next year it's going to be like, so how can I put this? So I'm aware of, can you understand this, May, that your business deals with spirituality. Your business deals with spirituality. And if it doesn't, my goodness, I'm aware of that. You wake up in the morning and you do a spiritual practice, or you go to sleep and you do a spiritual practice. Okay, so you can understand this. So is your business actually spiritual? I'm making sure that you understand. I'm tuned into your energy, because I know this is like rituals, and your spirituality are very, very baked into your life. Okay, you said yes to both. Thank you. Yes to everything. And so right now, it's contradictive to what you need for your business to succeed right now. It's not, so forgive me, but it's not, but like, I'm going to explain why I'm saying this. So this year is kind of assessing who can help you. And you're really much a person who does a lot of things on their own. So it doesn't really feel like a natural avenue to pull more abundance from. Can you understand this? Okay. And I'm kind of inviting you to think outside of the box. It's not going to be as easy, but it's actually going to give you little spikes of growth, and it's actually good for you. So this year is about, okay, yes, you understand this. I love it. So I need you to kind of like see who is actually, and I feel like you have people who are ready to help you, but you're just like, I don't really need it, or I'm not sure. Like, sometimes feel people don't feel like the right fit, or you're apprehensive. And I encourage you for people to help out in very easy ways that won't affect certain things. So sometimes people can just come on and take an energy load off of us, and it's not going to be very technical. It's not going to be something that really disrupts other things. It just makes us go, oh, I don't have to worry about that. And that wasn't that big of a deal. So why didn't I just get help in the first place in that department? So I do think there's some things that can be delegated to take ease off of you. This is also a time, so I talked with Stacia, so she has a similar placement within her chart. This also is a time to really assess who's supposed to be with you in general. And these could be closer relationships or how much time you allocate to friends and family. And it's really going, I'm entering a new phase within myself, and what is really contributing to my health for the better, or actually stressing me out for the worse. I need to put up some boundaries with people. So boundaries with people are important, but I feel like you already have enough of these, and I actually want you to give some inclusion to people too, but within reason, within the realm of boundaries. Okay, so this is very, very important. And then we go into next year. And next year, so I'm highlighting kind of the successful year for a second. Next year is in line. Thank you for understanding. Next year is in line with a lot of things. So it's a mixture of you pull back a little bit and you refine, because 7 is all about, how do I really know that my ducks are in a row? How do I really like execute things with power? And really, you go away for a little bit and then you execute. You go away for a little bit and you execute. And this rhythm is really, really good for next year. Okay. And 7 is the number of the mystic. So we have a natural boom with how people respond and resonate to what we're giving them. They feel our softness. They feel our grace. They feel our intelligence. They feel how we're trying to help them. Okay? They feel how we're trying to help them. Right now, this year, you're aiding the energy of people are going to ask you, can I get involved with that? Oh, I'm thinking about doing stuff like that. And yet they don't want to pay, but they want to be involved. So I think you've been receiving that too. And you're just like, well, this is a business. I didn't quite need it like that. Why are they just biting? But they really will bite next year, because they will feel the intention, and they will feel like, this energy is just floating. So I think you can understand this. I think you just put that down now. Yes. So that they'll feel the nature of what you're giving them. I also think that it's important, if you can understand this, like, it's one of the two things. Either books are important to you with the way that you're reading, or books are important within your business. And forgive me, I'm not quite sure the differential on that, but I just keep seeing books, and I really see that people are responding to the content you're putting out. Again, very thoughtful content. And so it's like, whether it's workshops or books, I'm just seeing books. Like, I'm getting flashed in my bookcase, even to me behind me. It's just like the learning content. You say, yes, thank you for understanding. So making yourself very transparent with the options and knowledge that you offer people, the classes, the content, the manuals, the books. That's really going to drive people, because they really, really want to learn. They really, really want to learn from you. Make it accessible. Make it accessible, and showcase who you are individually with reference your books, reference your material. And I feel like that nets people in, because you have a lot of 7 energy, and 7 energy is cerebral, smart, intelligent, and and use that logical and practical side of you to really entice people to use that within their own spirituality. That's what a lot of people don't know always how to integrate, and so you can give that to people. So and I don't know why, but they're like talking about that's the medicine for them. That's the medicine. So I don't know if you have interest in like herbs or herbal understanding. But all of a sudden I saw like a stick that looks like something you put in a person's mouth to check their tongue. And it like made me think of being a doctor and things like that. So people, I think, are really going to respond to like the herbs or the holistic knowledge. I actually think that you should lead with that a little bit too, because again, with the logical side of you, people would really respond to you as being an authoritative, responsible, very respectful figure with that knowledge. So you can understand, okay, I'm glad. So please really lean into that. And your spiritual gifts, we all have spiritual gifts. We all have a lot of spiritual gifts. One of your just one, because I could really go into it. I'm looking at your chart and feeling your energy and knowing things about you. But one of your spiritual gifts is that people feel very safe around you. They feel a gentleness around you. And so you don't always feel that you offer that to people sometimes, but the way that people actually respond to you, you go, oh, I guess I do give that to people. So, and you're saying, okay, yes, again. So I want you to really lean into your femininity and woman, like your queen energy, your goddess energy, because like the two is very feminine energy, and it allows people to receive, it allows people to relax, it allows people to settle and to feel like, again, they are okay. So lean into your queen goddess energy and know that you can lead people through their minds, but by first making them feel safe and making them feel good. Okay, so that's the entry point. Again, you have a lot. You're very, very smart, but your first impression actually makes people feel very comforted. So use that. Use that because you have to have both, and to have a full spiritual experience, you have to honor the feelings and you have to honor the mind. And you have a lot of mind energy, but you're very, very lucky to have people actually resonate with how you feel first. That will make you a dynamic teacher, a dynamic leader, a dynamic helper, and how people come to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm glad you can understand. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to, so I said I was going to go to, I don't know how to say your name. I love Trinu. That's right. Trinu. So I love it. Let me put down your number. So 6/16/1973. Trinu, are you still in the house? Absolutely. Absolutely, May. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Trinu, are you still in the house? It is my pleasure, May. I'm glad it resonates. Trinu, if you're still in the house, let me know, girl. And I will do a quick reading for you because I want to make sure you can go back to the playback and see this, because I know this is a very important question that you asked. Okay, cool. Trinu, you are here. Awesome. All right. So you are an attitude 4. You are a personal day 7. You are a life path. Oh yeah, 1975. I wrote it down as 1975. I don't know why I said 1974. I do that sometimes with numbers. I actually am a bit dyslexic with numbers, which actually makes sense, because actually if you're dyslexic with words, the studies are that you feel into the words, and that's why you're not processing the languaging correctly, because you're not processing it in a visual context or in other ways that you process words. I wish I could recall all of the information right now, but I do that with numbers, that I will actually feel into the numbers. So sometimes I say numbers backwards, and I have to be really, really careful. I have to be really, really careful because my brain wants to go and do different things with it. So thank you for everyone for being very patient with me at times, and why I have to like check all my math and stuff. Okay, so okay. 3, 4. And then your life path 8, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, I believe that's right. That's right. Okay, so personal day 7, attitude 4, and life path 8. Oh, this is great. And then your cycle is going to be a 3. Oh, that's great too. All right, and then you are in a month of 9. This is great as well. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it, Trinu. Okay, so your original question, I want everyone to see it because I think this is really, really helpful with what numerology is and does all the time. You said it's very cheeky. I love cheeky energy. But you said, because I feel lost, I'd like to ask what my numbers show what will be the ultimate best career for me and where I could achieve the highest level of success and satisfaction. Okay, so we're going to look at parts of who you are, okay? And again, if I had your full chart, we could really go into much more specifics, okay? But let's go into what we do have because we still have a lot. Okay, so you having an attitude 4, you're gonna need a type of environment in order for you to be happy and functional and in your peace, where you can stay organized. You can stay organized, and you actually can help people learn things. And it's almost like you're this wealth of knowledge. And as long as you can share that openly, and as long as everybody's working together for a common goal, and things are structured. Structure actually would be good for you within your job. You actually will be more at peace. Okay, so that's more general, but we're talking about some energy dynamics. Now, another thing is people, they do view you as smart. Okay, when you have a 7 personal day, people will view you as smart or eccentric. And so they will actually tend to give you space sometimes. And so always know that you have to go up to other people more so than people come to you if you want something. And don't take it personally. Just the 7 vibration is cerebral. So people assume that you're thinking, or people assume that you're busier with something more important than they have to say to you. Okay. So this sometimes can increase of, why do I feel kind of disconnected from others? Sometimes because other people leave you alone a little bit more than average, it can lead to that kind of separation of how you fit in with life at times. So I want to let you know that we have that dynamic going on. The number one thing when you look at career, you look at someone's life path, and then you look at the numbers around the life path to really understand what's going on with that. So Trinu, your life path 8, and this is really, really important, because with a life path 8, any job that you do and take, you have to be the manager, you have to be the leader, you have to be given responsibility so you can be in charge. And this is very, very classic with all 8, so I'm glad you asked me this. It means that if you're not given freedom to actually help others, yes, thank you for understanding. If you're not given freedom to help others and to lead others because you actually can understand things in detail better than others, you will actually make sure that you excel and do the best job that you can. So you know that you can set the pace and standard for things, and that most times you're the best fit for the job. If you're not given that within actually what you do and the roles that you take, you'll be very frustrated. You'll be very depressed because you can't be your natural self and how you help others. And also you will be very kind of anti-authority to the people who are in charge of you, unless they're the best of the best of the best. And usually you're not in those situations. An 8 would feel like, this is ridiculous. Again, it can be done better. It can be done better. So there is this kind of disrespect because you're angry of how it's not fitting within your life. And so my And so Erica says, so true, I'm an 8. So people who are attitude 8s, especially life path 8s, can really all recognize this feeling, okay? So you have to have your own business. You have to be a manager. You have to be in charge, okay? There's a lot of businesses where you can be the manager. And so my advice to you is work your way up. You will be responsible through your own channels, but play the game of what it's going to take to allow you to get the promotion, to get a better job, to get that position. Just play the game so then you can play the game better and teach other people to play the game better, for the real reasons of why you feel like I can help out, rather than just whoever gets fitted within the leadership role. Okay, so this is very important for me to pass on to you. So 8s like business. 8s like sometimes more traditional jobs when there's a 4. So either you are planning for something very specific that you would deviate from the norm with an entrepreneurial idea, or you'd be a fantastic leader within business for other people. You have the sharpness and the consistency of the mind for it, and also you have the want to help others, okay, and be in charge. So this is very important. You gotta go. You gotta be the leader, or you're gonna be very, very frustrated. Please assert yourself that way. Please do whatever you need to do to get into those roles. And then you are in a cycle of 3, and this is great. So when people are in cycles of 3s, 4s, and 5s, they interview well, or they get new jobs easily. Okay, because 3 is the networking number. Sometimes we don't always land it in a cycle 3, but we get things on board to actually start meeting the right people, understanding that we have more options. It's almost like we make new friends, or we make new connections where people go, oh, hey, like I work over here. And you're like, oh, wow, that's in town. Or, oh, they're hiring in a couple of months. Very interesting. Thanks for letting me know the information. So 3 allows the information and the people to get to you and circulate in a way where it's not so narrow anymore. So you're in a very, very good year to change things up for the better. And this is actually a very positive year for you. Even though you have felt emotional and lost at times, this is actually a great year for you to change things with ease and get the ball rolling and actually feel like there's other options. So this year, next year, are very, very prime years for you for actually securing new jobs and moving up. So I want to give you the good vibes within that. And this month is basically letting go of the past and saying, I need to change. I don't know how I'm going to change always, but I feel like everything's kind of kicking up again. And so it's great because it's about ready to wash away and let go. And I feel next month, so this is July, this is a couple days away. So this might start actually a little bit now, like a tinge of it, or you're going to find it within the first week of July where you have this motivation restored to you. You're like, okay, I feel like I have the energy to tackle some of these things. I really suggest that you go to a park, you let the energy redistribute, you go for a walk, you're out in nature. I just see things like hitting a ball. So I don't know if you like to play baseball, but like a sport or something to like release some excess energy. Like move your body. Move your body. It will help cultivate and activate your brain, and it will help get you creative to get out of the spot you are in. Okay? So, girl, get into business. Get into business, get into management. And then you get to figure out where you want to go from there. Okay? I'm going to give that to you, Trinu, and hopefully that makes sense. And Erica is saying you tend to criticize their leadership skills and direction. Yep, that's what an 8 does. That's what an attitude 8 does, and that is what a life path 8 does. It is very, very true. And 4s can do that to a certain degree as well. And Trinu has an attitude 4. Trinu has an attitude 4. So it will be it's very, very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating if you're not in the right place, because Trinu, you have a 4 and an 8, and those are balancer and business numbers. And so your life path and how you go about things is you just want to make things better. You just want to make things better, and you are made to balance energy, to build excellence to places and people, so things are more at ease and functional. That's what your energy is supposed to do, and you're not supposed to go fast. You're supposed to go at a more consistent pace, but you're not supposed to go fast. You're supposed to research. You're supposed to look into things. You're supposed to gain knowledge, and when you find a good fit for you, then you go after it. You go, but it's not okay. Manifest. Just drop in my lap. No, do the research, network. Once you have your eye on the prize, then you ask it to come to you, and it will. It will. All right? So be consistent, be deliberate. You got this, Trinu. Okay. Let's see. There's somewhere that I wanted to go. There's someone I wanted to go. Let's see here. I wanted to go. Nina, if you're still in the house, let me know. Hi, Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Nancy's gonna be on the show with me on the 5th, and we're gonna be doing readings together. So shout out to Nancy. Nancy Moratala. What's up, girl? Thank you for the hearts, Jennifer. Thank you. Are you still in the house, though? Nina? Are you still in the house? Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Nancy. Nancy's on fire. Let's do this. Nina, are you still in the house? I don't know if Nina's still in the house. So absolutely, Trinu. Thank you for understanding. Absolutely. Lots of hearts to you. Okay, so I kind of had some people picked out, but pop down your numbers because I'm going to see who's in here. Casey, if you're in the house, let me know. I know people pop in and out, but Casey, let me know. Pop down your numbers if you want a reading. Casey, you popped down your numbers earlier up top. I don't know if Casey's still in the house. Jennifer, you popped down your numbers. So I'm going to people who have popped down their birth dates because that's how I get into your energy. So Jennifer, I just saw your numbers. I scrolled up because I was going to some of the first people that were here popping down their numbers. If you can pop them down again, that'd be great, because all of a sudden I found them and then I scrolled and then I can't find them. And they're up top. All right. You just told me you're still in the house. Where are they? My goodness, where are they? I just saw them. Jennifer, can you pop down your numbers again? Because thank you. For whatever reason, I scrolled up, I saw them, and all of a sudden, I can't find them now. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, Michelle, hello. And Christopher, hello. Pat, hello. I will get to whoever I can really in the next couple of minutes. We're going to be doing mini reads. So bear with me. That's why everybody, please come in the beginning. I'm so sorry if towards the end of the show I can't get to everybody. Jennifer, do you have a specific question? You have your attitude 4, another attitude 4, personal day 9, and life path 9. Excuse me, life path 4. My brain wants to jump around. Attitude 4, life path 4, personal day 9. And then you are in a cycle of 3 as well. because that would track the same. And you are in a month of 9 as well. So it's great because when people have when people have the same attitude number as another person, there's similar themes that happen within their life. There's similar themes that happen in their life. And same with in astrology. If you have the same rising sign as another person, you're going to have similar themes going on within their life. So if you have 2 Gemini risings in the house, similar themes. If you have 2 attitude 4 people in the house, similar themes. That's what I'm saying. And it really lends itself, again, to if you have a similar life path number to another person, you're going to have similar themes, but again, in different ways and in different capacities. It's very, very fascinating. So, Jennifer, you can take a little bit of what I said for attitude 4, like you need, and it's a showcasing of you're in a healthy place where if you're very organized, and this is lists and things being in their place and having a morning routine and regimen. If you have those things in place, you actually feel grounded. If you don't have those things in place, it's something that you are working to do, but you might feel scattered. Okay? Because having structure for a 4, it's what, like, it's not just, oh, structure, it's going to make you feel more structured. No, structure for a 4 gives them their power, and they feel, yes, I feel like I can go after things. I feel like I have my missing link. I feel like I'm strong within my life. I feel like I'm within my power within my life. So I'm going to just remind that within your energy. If you feel scattered, if you feel like you're low energy and drained, I would highly recommend organizing your rooms, your house, making lists, labeling, and it would actually just catapult your energy to feeling like I have what I need to function. Yeah, it's very powerful with a 4. I would test it out and tweak it and see how it feels for you. Okay. So this is a reminder of something that can help. Your life path 4. And so this is great this is amplified because you're a double 4 girl. You're a double 4. And 4s are very hard workers. Okay. 4s are very hard workers as long as they have something that they believe in. Because 4 is a very cerebral number. So it likes to absorb information, facts, and figures. And then it goes, I'm going to pick that because that is the best option. And they devote their life to it. And they're very hard workers because they show up consistently, and they just can keep going and keep going and keep going, because when they're focused, oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. I'm 44 and I always see 444. Well, 4s are one of your powerhouse numbers because your attitude for life path 4. So this is a natural vibration being sent to you. If you always see 444, this is a sign where you have to express what's on your mind and your heart more. 444 is the 3 vibration with 4, because 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so a triple 4 is a 3 vibration and a 4 vibration, but it's most foremost a 3 vibration. So it's the message of speak your truth. Speak your truth. You have to be brave and speak what's on your mind and get it out there so you can get your life off the ground in a way that's more authentic to you. Okay, we got someone that I'm just saying goodbye to. If anyone ever comes in, everybody, you hear this probably every show, but if anyone comes in and offers readings, do not talk to them. Do not engage with them, especially if they're offering you things. This is a free show. It's from my heart. If you have other people offering you readings, again, there's a lot of that going on out there, so be careful. And you said you've been working on your throat chakra. And so this is very important to allow yourself to not overthink what you have to say, because 4 is a vibration, especially for a woman, that will make her more cerebral, more logical, more thought out. Okay, so it actually bodes well, because remember I talked about being organized. It bodes well for your energy to be actually more organized than the average person, because your mind likes to be organized. It will cause your mind to go, I feel at peace, and I can think straight, right? But then you have to just remind yourself not to overthink when it comes to your feelings, because you're not supposed to think your way through your feelings. You can do a little bit of that, sure. I do a little bit of that. It helps me go, this is interesting, that's interesting. But if I find myself doing too much of that, it doesn't allow me to understand my feelings, because feelings are meant to be felt. So I want to say that to you. You're in a cycle of 3, and this is kind of similar to what I said, True New. It's a time to network. It's a time to have fun. It's a time to expand what you know. And 3 is always a great time to meet new people, try new things out, and to have joy within this year, where you're allowing things to happen with not taking life as seriously, but still having plans while you're doing it. Yes. And having so many 4s, you will have the tendency to do that. You will have a tendency to do that. Okay. I encourage you. So something that Spirit is flashing to me is, I encourage you to really get into your creativity to help you get into your feelings. Like, I want to see you like draw, write, even watch funny movies or TV. And I feel like that is going to show you of, oh, okay, I can feel the difference in my body. I can feel the difference in my body with this activity. Or if I'm laughing out loud, I can feel what is stiff while I'm laughing and what needs to continue to transmute and let go of. So stretching, laughing, getting your creativity is going to help break off a lot of this kind of tight energy, because I feel tight and I feel scattered, but I feel really positive with you. And so I just want to say, life can be a lot easier if we just take kind of a couple deep breaths, have a couple of good laughs, get back into our body, and to reorganize things. And I feel like if you master your environment, you're going to master yourself and feel completely different. All right, so this was more like a feeling kind of reading, but this is what comes out. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Christopher. Christopher, I was told I was a 5. Where is Christopher? Absolutely, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Christopher, 10/21/1972. So, and you are an attitude 4 as well, Christopher. We just keep getting people with attitude 4s. So this is another message for all the attitude 4s in the house. So that's Christopher, that's Trinu, that's Jennifer, who I just read. Really, really get in touch with organizing your environment. It will completely calm your energy in a way where this is not just I organize my life. This is I organize my energy, and your sense of anxiety will go greatly down, and you will have a sense of peace restored to you. So this is really important. You are a person with a 3, Chris. So Christopher, so you have like this kind of cheery energy that goes out at times, and you can really pull people to you easily. As long as you are in a positive vibration, you pull people to you like a magnet. They'll just talk to you. They'll ask you things. In a social environment, people aren't afraid to come up to you and just kind of have a random comment with you, because they feel safe kind of just to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? You have a very positive social vibe that's very easygoing and not intimidating for others. You are a life path 4 as well. So some of the things that I'm saying to, again, Jennifer, can be applied to you, because you are both attitude 4, life path 4s, and you both be in similar months and cycles. And so this is really, this month, a lot of things are coming to a head, and next month, so in July, your motivation is going to be restored. So a lot of things are reconfigurating. This is a time where it's very important for you to be around people. It's very important for you to be around people, because people will offer you different opportunities and engagements where you couldn't possibly figure it out yourself. You need to let the joy and the spontaneity of life help show you that next step, because some of these things can't be planned. And the only thing that really should be planned is making sure you're ready to go with your energy. So releasing, healing, organizing, donating things that you no longer need, clearing out the house for this kind of fresh energy. It's something that has been on your mind. You don't have to do a complete rehaul, but you have to do a little bit of it, and you will feel the difference. And so I want to give that to Christopher, and I want to give that to Jennifer. And the last thing I'm going to just say to Christopher is, don't be afraid to take a new class, and don't be afraid even to shop at new locations, Christopher. I really want you to change up your routine. I really want you to change up your routine and to get kind of things fun and spontaneous. So I'm saying that mostly for Christopher, the spontaneity thing. You said, I was told I was a 5. And so for Christopher, let's see, because you're a 1. Oh, you are. See, this is my darn brain. You are. So Christopher, you are a 5. That's why I want spontaneity for you, because you are a 5. Everything that I say, I'm saying to you is applying, because I was like, oh, based on the 4 rules, that you actually need a little bit more of this. Everything that I'm saying to you is applying, Christopher. Gosh, this is what happens when I'm towards the end, I swear. This is what happens when I'm towards the end. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody. And this is why it's always good to check. So, yes, you are a life path 5. You are an attitude 4. And yes. You have a quite complicated personality too, Christopher, at times, because when 4s or 5s are in a personality, a part of the 4 wants to like really be like careful, and then the 5 wants you to be spontaneous. Okay, so it creates for actually having friendships that are very multifaceted. You have some quieter people and you have some really loud people, and it's like a part of you needs both, and a part of you doesn't know what you want at the same time. And so there's a time and a place for both aspects. I do really feel like it's important for you always to invite the spontaneity, invite the traveling, shaking up life, and like I'm really gonna lean into what I said too. Like, I want you to mix up kind of the shopping places that you go to get food, to do the errands. It's time to mix it up. It's time to meet new people, even in just mundane settings. And it's important to actually make some new goals, and to kind of at the same time throw a dart at a map and just say, well, I'm going to be led this way. I know exactly what I want to do, but let me just kind of throw a dart at a map, or kind of put myself out there, and then it's going to come to fruition like this. So you have to acknowledge both parts of who you are. And it's also, when you see 4s and 5s together, you have to acknowledge to your limits. You have to acknowledge your limits, because it's important for you not to overdo things, because your barometer for understanding your limits and your body is naturally a little bit all over the place having the 4 and 5 together. So I would say, when you're not feeling well, go easy on yourself, and learn to recalibrate understanding your body, to really, really make the next steps for yourself, rather than feeling overwhelmed, and rather feeling like, oh, I overdid it. Just, that's your cue to be really, really careful, and to take baby steps during that time and test out how things respond to your body. But yeah, like, people very much gravitate to you naturally, and it's a matter of allowing all this like chaotic energy to move forward through you, by acknowledging I have both sides to my personality, rather than just like balling it up and just feeling mixed up every which way sometimes. So acknowledge you're complex, rather than just complicated. All right. And so I want to give that to you, Christopher, and just take it, everything that I says really does apply. Just take that little life path 5 note, and understand it within how I made that acknowledgement. But everything else I said applied. So I'm going to say, everybody, thank you so much for coming. I will see you next week. We will be on the Psychic Hour and the Numerology Hour, as well as Running Transcend with Debbie and Embracing Infinity. I wish you a fantastic weekend. Take care. Please go with whatever you're doing with love, light, and luck. And don't forget to live, everybody. Bye. See you soon.